Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your work and finance advice readings. And we're going to be doing a bi-weekly this time. Okay, this is typically a weekly reading, but this time it's going to have to be bi-weekly because I have a trip planned for next week for a few days in the week. And so I just wanted to make sure that we're covering the whole time frame, okay? And so it's going to be for the weeks of the 20th and the 27th of March 2017, specific for work, finance, studies, how you earn your living, that sort of that section. Okay. Thank you very much for joining me. Please remember that these are general readings, so they're going to make sense to some of you and they're not going to apply to others, and that's okay. It's normal. They are general readings. You could watch your moon and rising sign readings for additional messages that may apply to you. And of course, if you want a reading that is specific for you, go ahead and get a private reading, okay? All the links you need are in the description box below. We are going to have a look at what's coming up during this time in terms of opportunities, things to be aware of, okay, for work, finance, studies, and so on, okay? So thank you again for joining me. Enjoy your readings. Have a wonderful time ahead, and I will talk to you again very soon. Take care. Hi Virgo, and welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me. Let's have a look at what's going on for you potentially for the next couple of weeks. At the bottom of the deck, you do have the Four of Pentacles as your overall energy. So the Four of Pentacles, for some of you, it does represent unnecessary money worry. The Four of Pentacles here tells you that you've got enough to do what you want to do, or you've got enough to invest if that's what you want to do, or you can spend some money if you need to because you've got enough money to do so. For others of you, the Four of Pentacles here does talk about putting money aside or saving money during this time frame if you wanted to do that. And for others, this is a card that talks about budgeting and really paying close attention to how much money is coming in and how much money is going out. I feel like you're really being careful about that. You're really being careful about not spending or not overspending. And so you're really looking at things in terms of, does this really need to be paid? And does it need to be paid at this time, or can it wait? There's nothing wrong with doing that. It's okay to be cautious when it comes to spending money. But with the Four of Pentacles here, it's also a card that says you're kind of being too closed off, or you're being too possessive, or you're being too much focused on the money and the material aspects here. And so it's okay to kind of loosen up a little bit, to loosen your grip on that money, because it's more important to focus on the flow of abundance and keeping the flow of abundance going. And we do that by sharing, okay? Now, that doesn't mean sharing our money with everyone or sharing our success or our gains with everyone, just giving it away. But it is a card that talks about, you know, not being afraid to buy someone a gift, or not being afraid to buy ourselves a gift, or not being afraid to do something nice or to buy something nice for someone, okay? Because that's how we keep the flow of abundance going. When we receive blessings, we give a blessing to someone else, we show blessings to someone else, and that's how we keep that flow going. Okay, your cards here, we have the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and the Empress. So I have two major arcana cards here that are very positive. And we pulled a couple more cards since this is an extended time frame that we're looking at, okay? So we have more cards, more information. For some of you, what I'm looking at here is going from a 9-to-5 job to being self-employed. That's what I'm looking at. And the financial concerns are coming from, will I be able to provide for myself and provide for my family by being self-employed, okay? Because we do have the Eight of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles, kind of a job that is ending, or a contract that is ending, or the Ten of Pentacles is a card that talks about retirement as well. So either you are retiring and you're walking away from a job, or it's the end of a contract, or it's the end of your time with that company, and you decide, I'm going to move on, I'm going to move forward, I'm going to be on my own, okay, be independent, I'm going to make a radical change in terms of how I work and how I earn a living, what I do for a living. And then with the Empress here, it's all about independence, taking the lead, being in charge, being the boss, being the CEO of your own company. So for some of you, that's something that's going on. For others, this is a week where for some of you, you're starting the process of retirement, and for others, it's being completed during this time, okay? Because we do have the Eight of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Wheel of Fortune here, the Empress here. So talking about retirement, being celebrated, you did an excellent job. You have a lot to be proud of in your career, okay? And with the Wheel of Fortune, it is a massive change. It is a complete change, but this cycle in your life is over, and now it's just time for a new cycle to start with the Wheel of Fortune. And then with the Empress, it's all about nurturing yourself, taking some time for yourself, maybe spending time with family, spending more time with your kids, or spending more time with your loved ones in general, or just taking better care of yourself because now you have the time to do that. Maybe starting to focus more on your health at this time, or starting to focus more on your creativity, and starting, taking on a new hobby, or taking on a new passion, that sort of thing, okay? This is all about being free, being independent, having a lot of different ideas, having a lot of different resources as well, okay? And it's all about taking care of yourself and kind of expanding and starting this new cycle in your life. For those of you, I feel like you are moving, and so that's why it is the end of your time at a certain company or in a certain workplace, because you're moving, okay, with the Six of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. Maybe you're moving someplace to the countryside, or someplace in nature, or someplace more remote is what I hear for some of you. And maybe this is also the time when you decide, if I'm doing this, I'm gonna be self-employed as well, and I'm gonna work from home because it's easier and it makes a lot more sense. For those of you, this is about traveling, either people coming in to see you or you traveling to meet up with family, because you haven't seen them in a while, and so that's where your money is going. This could be attending a wedding or a christening or someone's anniversary or anything like that, okay? But there's definitely movement happening. There's definitely traveling, or traveling around the world even, okay? With these energies, maybe for a mother, or you're the mother. In this circumstance, and there's reunions and there's people celebrating, and so maybe you have financial concerns because it's not the best time for you to take this trip, and so you're worried about your budget. But at the same time, it is, you do have to go, you want to go. It's a good time to catch up, to see everyone. You haven't seen them in a while. It's a happy time in the family, so it's worth you going there and making this effort, making this sacrifice. Let's see what else we're getting here. For those of you, it's just about changing jobs. You're going from one place to another. See how you kind of, the Six of Wands is in between here, and its back is turned to the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. So something has ended. It's a place where you had a lot of history. You may have been there for a really long time. You may have been there. This could have been like your first job, and you've been there for years and years. It could have been your first job at a university or anything like that. You've built a reputation for yourself there, so you have a lot of history there. Okay, you put in a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and climbed your way up the ladder, or established a name for yourself. And you're moving away from that in a very successful way. So you're not, being fired or having to quit your job or anything like that. It is, you're leaving victorious, okay? You're leaving victorious and being celebrated for it. And then with the Wheel of Fortune, it's a whole new ballpark. It's a whole new game for you where you're going. And you could be going from middle management to upper management or stuff like that, because the Emperor here, the Empress, and for some of you the Emperor, does talk about being ahead of the game, being top of the game, okay, being the person, the biggest person, the most important person, the most powerful person within that office or within that department or within that building or within that company, okay? So really making some very big strides here for some of you. So it's advancement, it's promotion, a complete new ball game. I keep hearing that, okay, for you. Very big opportunities coming up for you, and you've earned these opportunities. You really, really have. For others, you're just going from one job to another. And this new job could be something that you have to move for, or it's a job where it's coming out of the blue. This opportunity is coming to you out of the blue, and you kind of feel like it's a gamble, but at the same time you feel very, very excited for it. You feel very drawn to it. Okay, and it could be a position that gives you more power than before, more freedom, more stability, okay, than you may have previously had. So it would definitely be worth your while. I feel like what's going on here is, you're experiencing some changes, or you're experiencing some things either unscheduled, or you didn't plan for them, or you didn't see them coming. For others of you, it's just some big changes happening, and so that's why you're feeling very guarded. That's why you're feeling kind of fearful. You're trying to keep yourself safe through the change, or through the transition period, okay, with the Four of Pentacles here. But the message is you really don't have anything to be worried about. Try to embrace the opportunities. Put some money aside. Okay, there's definitely going to be an option for you. Save some money. If nothing else, to make yourself feel safer, because you have a nest egg or you have plan B. But try to be a little bit more open. When it comes to the Wheel of Fortune here, it's a lot easier for us to deal with the energy of fate when we try to go with it and not against it, okay? And for some of you, this is just about someone moving out to be on their own, someone moving out to be independent, to stand on their own 2 feet, to live on their own. They have a job now, so it could be someone leaving the nest, okay, with this kind of energy as well. And it's a happy thing. It's a very, it's bittersweet for the parents, but it is a happy occasion at the end of the day, and they will do fine. They will do very well. So you kind of feel like you want to hold on to them, keep them safe and protect them, but at the end of the day, they're ready to go. They're prepared, they're ready, they've got ideas, they've got plans, they've got courage, and it's just a natural cycle in their life that they're starting at this time. You're still there, okay? They're still going to find you when they need you, and hopefully not only when they need you, but for some of you, that's what's going on here. But definitely a time for growth, for prosperity and abundance if you try to get out of this lack mentality, or fear of spending, or fear of losing your money. Some really good opportunities on the way for you. Happy transitions, happy changes from one thing to a bigger thing, or from one thing to another that's a lot better for you, that is meant for you, okay, in this life. So go for it, okay? This is the time to go for it. You've earned it, so embrace it. You've earned it, so embrace it, okay, is what I was trying to say. Right, so these are a few of the messages coming through for you for this time frame. I hope that they make sense. I hope they help. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm looking forward to your comments. Let me know what this means to you, if these cards apply to you, if the messages apply to you, or how they apply to you, if the energy applies, but the examples not so much. Because there's going to be different things for everyone, and it will apply differently to everyone. And be sure to watch your moon and rising sign readings for additional messages. And it's, just enjoy your time ahead. Have a great time. Enjoy all the opportunities, all the blessings, new cycles in your life, new doors opening. And embrace them with courage and confidence and faith. Don't hold yourself back, okay? Don't sabotage yourself. So have a great time ahead. Thank you for joining me, and I'll talk to you again soon. Take care.